2. What's up, my loves? It's your girl, Lovely Angel Lady. L to the A to the L. So, I did not get another Let's Talk discussion up for y'all last week. Today, y'all, I decided to get all ready, you know what I'm saying? And I did a wig review. So, I figured that I would just real quickly come and chat it up with y'all. Um, there are a lot of topics that you guys know I have a mental health background. So as I experience things, sometimes I'll jot things down. If a friend of mine experiences something or I see something on TV, I jot things down. I write notes because it gives me topics. It kind of helps me in the direction of like what I want to research, what I'd like to learn, and so forth. If y'all hear any talking, my sons are playing on the computer with their friends, and so they talk on the little mic and everything. So hopefully, y'all can hear me good and everything. I am in my beauty studio right now. This is actually where I sit when I usually do my makeup. The other side is a side with the white like brick wall. Um, it's got like a little backdrop, and that's where I do my wig reviews and stuff over there. Last time I did a Let's Talk discussion, I did it outside, but y'all, it's 100 and something odd degrees out here in Vegas, so your girl will not be doing it today. But anyway, let me get into it. So I was just looking through, um, like I email myself. I'll just show y'all like that, but that's my iPad. So I email myself like things that I don't want to forget that I'd like to bring up to y'all. Just kind of have a heart to heart or just a let's talk discussion because there might be something that you are dealing with that the discussion might come in handy for you. You know what I'm saying? Um, so this time, I've had this one. What day was it? On July 9th. So I actually wanted to do this one last week, but it's all good. So this one is on unsolicited bad advice, meaning that you're not going up to the person or people and asking for advice, but you're constantly receiving it. And some of us have girlfriends, they just want to be helpful, but they always have some advice. You have those ones that are like super wise and knowledgeable. Their dome is just too big for their own good. You know what I'm saying? Ew. No, y'all, but um, like I love all my girls. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, all jokes aside, sometimes it's that one person or those couple people that that just always just have something to throw in there, and it's like, okay, it's fine. You try to be nice about it and receive it. So if you've ever had someone offer you the strangest advice, then you're trying to put two and two together and figure out like why they think they're adding any type of value to what you have going on, all the while they're providing direction on a subject that they obviously don't know much about. And I'm looking down like at my notes because this helps jog my memory about what specifically I want to chat with you guys about. So yeah, like if it's something that they don't really know much about, which is okay because we don't all have expertise in every single area of life. A lot of us are well rounded. We know a lot. We're knowledgeable. We've been through some things. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know everything. So let's not pretend we do. So yeah, know it all friends, know it all family members. They are no fun because you don't even have really an opportunity to even ask for their advice because they're always giving it to you, like without you asking. So it can get kind of a little bit on the annoying side. Um, well, one thing that really came to mind that I wrote about here was that, like, how are you constantly making suggestions that would really more than likely cause me to fail if I even think about doing what you are telling me to do? Which, that's when you have to put on your thinking cap, okay? And use your brain, because a lot of times you know if something sounds off. You might not be certain that it's wrong or whatever. All you gotta do, there is google.com. Google, do your research. There are real places where you can find reports. Like, if you're like me, like, I have a mental health background, so a lot of times when I do research on certain topics, whether it be like certain mental illnesses and like bipolar disorder or something like that, I go and actually look up studies and look at validity and all that stuff. So, like, how is it valid? Like, the results, you know, how did the findings, are they valid? Was there any bias or anything going on in that? And so I know y'all probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but meaning, do your research. You got two eyes, and even if you cannot see, however it is that you get your information, even if you have a vision impairment or something, like even me, I have double vision sometimes, but I have ways of getting my information, okay? I'm not just gonna let somebody tell me something if I'm not certain, not go look it up for myself, because if I do that, that person's not gonna be like, yeah, I told you to do that. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be acting like they didn't tell you anything. All of a sudden, they don't remember they gave you any advice. But if it works out, they'll be bragging all down the town, all around town about, what they did that helped you, that was so beneficial to you, like they're like a superhero or whatever in a cape. So, some people just really have to feel important. Some people really do have a big heart and they really want to help you, but they got to understand, if you were doing the same thing, they would be like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, y'all. So, to tell you like a way, like, you don't have to be like, yeah, you ain't gotta be a Ruben, you know what I'm saying? Just be like, you can say thank you and ignore or kindly ask that they refrain from giving you advice unless it's well thought out. Um, and they've done their research. Sometimes people don't have a lot of experience in certain areas but are still able to sensibly add value to a particular subject or task. They're able to add value because of what they have experienced and so forth. But if they just have no idea what you have going on, and they don't have any experience in this area, you're going to be like, why do you feel the need to tell me these things that you don't even know are true? And then if I fail, you're going to be lying that you didn't tell me anything. All of a sudden, you don't remember telling me anything um, that I should do, making any suggestions or anything like that. Like, it's always the ones that get like super upset when you don't want to do exactly what it is that they're saying doing. And that is also a part of being controlling. And people have to learn to let go, let go, let go. Like, don't hold on to the rope and just try to control everything and everybody. Um, so yeah, because I've had my share of really good advice that I have received from family members, friends, and loved ones, and then it's that advice that you're like, oh my gosh, like, this has got to be the devil sitting on this person's shoulder, whispering this in their ear, because they have to want me to fail to be telling me to do this shit. Like, seriously, like, sis, bruh, really? So that's just how it be, y'all, sometimes. But like I said, you can be very respectful. Sometimes people don't get that though. Like, when you're like super kind and respectful, some people you like seriously gotta be like, just let them have it. Like, you don't have to be like a jerk, but sometimes they can't comprehend or grasp when you're sugarcoating and saying things all prissy and cute. They don't get it. So you almost gotta damn near piss them off for them to actually there, listen to you, focus and chime in, like really sit there and take in what you're saying. They have all the advice to give, but they never want to listen. I don't know if you have that experience with, people that have given you advice over and over and over. They don't ever want to listen to you in most cases. And it's like, why? Like, why do you think that? Do you think I'm not smart? Do you think I'm dumb? Um, yeah, you do want to help me, but why is it always when I'm not asking for it? And then could be the same ones that if you decide you want to ask them for advice, oh, they have nothing to say. Oh, I don't know anything about that. And it's so odd because it's like, well, you're always wanting to give me, unsolicited advice any other time. Now I actually need some, or I'm asking you a question for your feedback, and you want to be difficult, So communication is important, y'all. So, sometimes you have to just let people know, I love you. I'm not coming from an angry place, but this is getting on my nerve. You know what I'm saying? This is like really, this ain't it. This ain't it, sis. This is not it, bro. So, yeah, like you can just let people know you appreciate it. But also that sometimes they don't take the time to know what you're trying to accomplish in the first place. They don't even know where you're trying to get to. Like, what are your goals? And, maybe their suggestion would cause you to go in a different route. Maybe you don't want to go in that route. But if 9 times out of 10, if they never want to listen to you and they just always want to jabber, 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 they don't want to know. If they want to know, they could ask you, what are your goals? And then contribute to adding to the discussion or something that might help you or direct you towards somebody who can or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, then it makes sense. Then you're adding value because you are aware of what I have going on in my life and what where I want to see myself, what I want to accomplish. You have an idea. I'm not going to sit there and just spill it all because, some things I just keep to myself. I don't tell everybody every little thing. But you know what I'm saying? That's just your choice. But I really felt that this right here, like somebody needed to hear this because like somebody's about this close to going upside somebody's head. And I don't want y'all to do that. So the best way to deal with it, even if they get upset, you were truthful. You don't have to lie to make people happy. And y'all know I'm big on being honest. Like, I do not like liars. It's very unnecessary. It creates all types of chaos. It's messy. And it's ugly. It just ain't cute. You know? Y'all, that ain't hot. For real. I cannot stand a liar. Because it's like, why? Why do you feel that you have to lie? And 9 times out of 10, it's going to hurt me more in the long run. Or it's going to hurt you more in the long run. Like, this is going to turn up into a world of just messy-ish that nobody wants to deal with, nobody wants to face. Something that you could have just been honest about from the get-go, and we could be working on moving forward from where we are, I'm going to give you guys another example. Like for instance, for like what I do, right? I go through a lot of stuff. Like sometimes I join groups and things like that with other bloggers and vloggers that I can learn different things about tag words, like SEO stuff. I can learn anything that's going to benefit my channel, my writing style, whatever. I'll join those groups and, stuff like that. And take the time to actually use tag words. Some people hate like to see too many tag words. Sometimes you can hide them. But that's the thing. If it's benefiting you, like the hell with what that person thinks, what Sally thinks. Like, you got to do what's benefiting you. Like, nobody has to agree with everything that you want to do. This is your thing. They can run what they're doing, but you have to, you have to be in control of what you got going on. You can't allow somebody else to just take you on a leash and just walk you all over the place like a dang dog. You know what I'm like? And and you like, woo, you know, or they say jump and you like, how high? No, you you have to know what you are doing. You have to demand that you are respected, and you have to be honest and upfront with people if you want to make it easier on yourself. Like, it's just a lot less stress that way when you're just upfront. But so I've had, people say like, "Oh, I couldn't do all that." You're probably right, because there are times that have gotten hard for me and I didn't want to back out. But guess what? I didn't do that, and I'm trying not to right now. So don't discourage me. Don't mess me up. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to really protect your energy, and that's what I'd be trying to do. Like, good vibes only. Good vibes only. Um, so that's what I try to do. And if somebody does not want to hear like what I have going on, all they want to do is yap yap yap. I can either make it a point to just like, oh, okay, oh, all right, you right, yeah, something like that. You can do that, because that's truly like, after a while, how I be if I can't ever contribute anything to you. And 9 times out of 10 for me, I tend to not want to give say anything to people unless they ask me. I think because I'm a therapist and everything like that, like I feel uncomfortable like just stepping in and always just telling people this is what you should do, blah 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 blah. Like, I don't want to be that person. Like, at work it's one thing, but to be, you know, every time somebody has an issue or whatever. No, sometimes people need to learn how to get through things on their own. Sometimes they don't want any help. Sometimes they got somebody else helping. So I just, I'm the type that I don't like to do that unless I see you screwing up and you about to ruin your life or something. I see you going downhill, and I love you, so I want to stop you and knock some sense into you. You know what I'm saying? I want to shake you, take you by your ankles and shake you till your coins fall out your pocket, kind of shake. When people just doing stupid shit and they're about to ruin their lives and maybe impacting you too. They might be trying to drag you down with them. So then that's when I feel like compelled to have to say something at that point. But other than that, like if it's just me adding to what you're trying to do, I would even ask if you would like that advice before I even proceed to give it to you. I wish more people were like that, because sometimes it just gets irritating because you got X amount of people telling you to do different things. None of them have asked you what your goals are. They probably could give a shit. But if everybody just wants to sit there and yap, it's like, what's the point? Because, like, this is not what I'm trying to do, what you're suggesting. So, like, how is it? Like, you're kind of wasting your time and you're wasting mine, sis. Like, I don't understand people with that. Like, if you're going to be helping somebody, you got to at least be willing to listen to what they want to achieve, where they see themselves. Try to picture them there. Like, if you truly truly want to help, like if it's really in your heart to want to give back or want to help someone, like say that person was helping you a lot, then that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? But you don't just get all pissed off if they don't want to do everything you saying to do, because if that's the case, you could do what they're doing, but the way that you want to do it. That's the thing. People always have suggestions to how they would do something, but they have to realize that, guess what? Like, for instance, this is my channel. So I might listen to people's suggestions, but number one, you can never make everyone happy. Not 100%, because these people are going to be on this side of the fence, these people are going to be on this side of the fence, and these people are going to be on this side of the fence. That's just how it is. You got some people that's partially, got one leg on each side, and then you got your people on side A and side B, you know, like we just put C in the middle, and they're on both sides. Like, I don't know which way I would go with this. But where I'm getting to is that you have to do your research and know what it is that would benefit you if you were to take that advice, or how that possibly could even hurt you if you don't do your research. Because you can't, somebody giving you advice and you just say, oh, I'm going to take it and do it. The minute you fail, sis, I can guarantee you, bruh, I can guarantee you that person ain't going to be nowhere around to admit that they gave you any type of anything. Then they're going to be acting like they didn't tell you ish. Like, Like seriously, like they don't even remember discussing it with you and blah blah blah. So to nip that in the bud, if you don't want to, hear it, just don't. You know what I mean? Try to just stay focused on what you have going on, what your goals are, and so forth, so forth. Be honest with people. If somebody only has 200 subscribers or 200 followers on Instagram, for example, and they're trying to tell me don't do this, I shouldn't be doing that, this, that, and the other, I'm going to be like, well, like, what did you do? How did it help you? I want to see the numbers. Like, how did it increase? Why should I not do this? Because from what I see, it's working for me. Like, if I look at my numbers and I go here, you know how on Instagram it tells you, like, if you're growing and how many people you've gained and over a certain amount of time and so forth, then you see growth. So, like, why should you backtrack and stop doing something that is actually moving you forward? So it just really makes you question, like why, people actually think they're adding value to something, or if they purposely want you to fail, or whatever their motives are. It just sometimes it's really weird because like some people that do that, they're like highly intelligent, but maybe it's because they're more intelligent in what they do, not in your area of expertise. And sometimes people can like relate, like if you have a YouTube channel but it's different, like a different topic. But like my channel, for instance, is a multi-channel. So I don't just want to focus on one thing, but if that's what you want to do and you have your channel, you focus on one thing. I do beauty, fashion, and lifestyle because those things go well for me. And I'm taking you on a journey and sharing things with you, and it benefits me and it benefits you. I like to help other people. That's how I ended up starting my channel. I talk about having myasthenia gravis, just how you can, not give up hope. And, I try to uplift y'all, encourage you, inspire you not to give up on your goals, especially like if you deal with illness like me. You know what I'm saying? And then you got those people who make you just want to jump off a bridge because they can't give good advice to save their damn life. So it's just like, you don't want to be rude, but like if I'm doing better than you, how are you gonna tell me what to do? I can see you telling me that one of your friends or a colleague or something has a success story because they tried whatever it is you're suggesting, and then you can prove that to me. But otherwise, if your stuff is like caca, it's not going anywhere. Why and do you think that I should listen to what you're telling me to do when what I'm doing is slowly working? It may not be getting me where I want to get overnight, but it's slowly getting me there. Basis, if I just stop doing it, I get nothing. I backtrack and lose everything. All the stuff that I worked so hard for over the last couple years, I lose it. You know what I mean? So sometimes what is beneficial to you and means a whole lot to you can mean nada, nada to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it be, y'all. Yeah, if they can prove it to you, it's probably worth it because then you can be like, okay, it's valid that it's a possibility, it's a strong chance that it might work out for me. Otherwise, you have to just continue always doing your research, actually, and make necessary adjustments accordingly, and always do your research. Always, like from this day forward, always do your research. Even if you watch a YouTube video on how to do a new doorknob handle, still do your research to find out what is the best type of doorknob for you to purchase in the home that you live in with the type of door that you have, because the person on the video might have some things that are different than what you have. So you still have to do your research if that's making sense to y'all. Ringing a bell up in here? So yeah, y'all, like it could be time consuming to do research, but don't be lazy. I know Rona got us laying around not wanting to achieve things. There's just been a whole lot of ish going on. If we could just get 2020 back, I would be like, here you go. Take it back. You know what I'm saying? But um, doing your research can really help you be successful, and then just being respectful and honest and open with your peers, your family, your friends, your loved ones. It's like the best thing you can do, because communication, y'all, communication it's of utmost importance. If you don't communicate, you don't have much. If you're willing to always listen, you're willing to always add value to a discussion, but somebody else wants to turn their back and never want to listen because they're busy telling you to listen to them, then that's not a two-way communication. That means you're always listening to them. They're never listening to you. And that's not called communication, because communication is actually communicating. That's dysfunctional. That is a waste of time. That is stressful. That is unnecessary. Unnecessary. Like, you tried it. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody's different. Everybody has different personalities. Like I said, some people don't mean any harm, but hey, you never know. Just in case they do, you ain't got to go, listening to do anything without doing your research. If you do your research and find that it's a great idea, go for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, use your brain. Don't just do something because what somebody else is telling you to do. You have to do what's best for you. You're never going to be able to 100% make someone else happy. And if you do what they tell you to do and it doesn't work, they're not happy still. So it's just like, you know what I mean? It's pointless. It's just not good. It doesn't add value to anything for you. And definitely not for that person. So, y'all, communication is just so important. If someone is not willing to communicate with you, sometimes you just got to be like, you got to give people the cold shoulder back. Not because two wrongs make a right, but because sometimes people don't see it. They don't see that they don't want to notice, and they don't want to bring attention to what they're doing is wrong. They just want to do what they do. But it's up to you what you accept in your life, the energy that you allow around you, whether it's negative and blah blah. Because sometimes people give advice, or sometimes they tell you things and it's actually discouraging, and it makes you want to quit. And you don't want that, because it's very hard to be uplifted, to be inspired, to be encouraged, to be motivated to do what you need to do and to keep it going. You have to be highly passionate about whatever it is that you are doing to be able to keep going, because there are going to be hurdles in the road. There are going to be a lot of obstacles along the way. But in order not to give up, you have to be, having your surroundings. You need, positivity, someone that's uplifting, maybe people that are where you would like to see yourself. Maybe you can become involved in some groups and things like that. That's why I'm like highly connected. I support other vloggers, other counselors, even whether it's mental health or substance abuse, because I've done both. Like I can relate to what they do and why they want to do it. Like, I like to help people, but one thing I don't do, even in a counseling session, like, you could be dealing with some type of severe mental illness, but most of the time they have a choice to be a certain way, and they can be respectful. Now, if you having a full blown out, bipolar, episode, some like manic situation you dealing with, that's one thing. But I don't allow like even clients to be disrespectful to me, because like, you're setting the type of environment, you're setting the foundation, and you're setting like the environment of what you are going to have around you. And you have to nip that in the bud. When it's not feeling right, the vibe is all off, shit, you got to go. Like, because I will not be disrespected. So you just really have to demand your respect, and try to, be as positive as you possibly can. Listen to music that is encouraging, read your Bible, whatever it is that's positive that you can do, that allows you to feel good about, at least the things that you have done. and to keep going and not give up, whatever those things are, that's what you do more of. You know what I mean? Make sure you have some personal time, that you pamper yourself. You you have to, in order to love yourself, you have to do something for you. It doesn't have to be breaking the bank, but do things for you. That way, you will feel like, you will feel good. And when you feel good, you'll keep going. You don't give up. You know what I'm saying? No matter how hard things get. So, anyway, y'all, if y'all like hair and beauty and stuff, be sure you check out the video right here. Um, I actually just cut and bleached my hair. So, if y'all have not seen that video, y'all can see that as well. I'm a baldy now, but I still love my wig curls. But yeah, if you just come in for the discussions, I get both guys and gals, my kings and queens, come listen to the discussions. I really love y'all. I appreciate you. I hope that someone found this helpful. I really believe that someone needed to hear it. A lot of times when I want to do a topic, and I already have it, somewhere, I'll have an urge to talk about that certain topic on whatever day. Like I'll just have a really strong feeling that I need to push to get it done. And this is the one that came up for today. So I hope that it benefits someone. Please share this video, y'all. Sharing is definitely caring. Y'all know what I mean. Also, if you are not subscribed, you will officially join the LAL fam. Make it official and join the fam by tapping the subscribe button. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit the alert bell. All right? Don't forget to do that, y'all. When you do, it allows you not to miss a beat, when I'm uploading and everything that we have going on in the LAL fam. So I love you. Y'all remember to be positive. Do something good for someone else. Your girl loves you. And remember, think about what I said. Think about it. Think about it. It's your life, your goals, your job or your business or whatever it is that you are trying to do is yours. So you make your choices based on what you want to do. And then, those who you are able to make happy, who are able to benefit from your services, then everybody can be happy. But, you can't go trying to please everybody in terms of doing what everybody always telling you to do. If they can't prove to you why you should be doing those things and if it wouldn't add value to whatever it is you're trying to do. So your girl loves you. Y'all love somebody else. And I'm going to catch you in the next one, y'all. Later, y'all. I love you. Bye.